Morning all. In this video I'm going to show you how to clean a chain. I'm going to give it a good deep clean using white spirit and methylated spirit to rinse. I'm not saying it's the best way to clean it, but certainly one of the most cost effective against using dedicated bike degreasers, which are quite expensive and don't always do a great job. Well, this is the chain I'm going to clean. As you can see, it's quite black, quite grimy, hasn't been done for quite a while. It's in good condition. There's not too much grit in there, but it is quite caked with old lube and oil, and probably quite a lot of metal particles as well. So we need to clean that properly and thoroughly. For this job you will need 3 plastic containers, ideally with watertight lids, a bottle of white spirit and a bottle of methylated spirit, and the trusty chain link pliers. This bottle of white spirit is from my last clean on my second rinse. It's good enough to use for the first rinse on this chain. What I also want to show you with magnets, you can see just how much metal particulates this clean pulls up. You can see the magnet drawing all the metal filings that come out of your chain, and they're not good. You don't want those left in your chain because they'll just wear it out more quicker. So this clean will shift all those and allow your chain to run smoothly and cleanly. So I've got the chain off the bike now and it's in good condition. I've checked the chain links for wear. There's no excessive stretch on it, but it is very dirty, as you can see on this side. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got the white spirit from my previous clean, so as not to waste it, that's what we're going to use first. Really hot. When you pour this out, be careful not to pour the sediment from the bottom. There we go, left all that nasty old stuff behind. You don't want that in, even though there'll be plenty more of it. And I'll just top that up with a bit of fresh white spirit. The chain is completely submerged, and then don't forget your master links. Clip on the lids and shake. You can already see how much black is coming out of that chain into the white spirit. The more you agitate it, the more you get the white spirit working through the links of the chain deep into the rollers, because that's where all the dirt is stored. It's the places that you can't see where all the dirt holds up, and that's really getting quite black now. And that's the first step done. And now we leave it for a few hours. So the chain's been soaking now for a couple of hours. given it another good shake. And you can see it's significantly cleaner than it was already. What we need to do is get a tub with some clean white spirit. Just going to repeat the process with clean white spirit. So there's still quite a lot of black coming out of this chain. And it gives you an idea of just how dirty it really is. You can see already it's much cleaner than it was before the first clean. You can see how black and dirty the first clean white spirit is. What we need to do now is just hang it so that all the old white spirit can drain out and dry. See, that's the second rinse, and you can see all the metal filings, just how much. You can see that or not. That's what I've just drawn up with the magnet. That's the second clean. Let's see how the first clean compares. Again, that's just so much metal particulates. And that's all just eating away at your chain every time you ride. Just grinding and wearing away. So it's good to get rid of that, as much of that as possible. Prolong the life of your chain. So now I've got a pot of methylated spirits and this is going to remove any residue from the white spirit and just leave the chain nice and clean and grease free, ready to re-lube it. And it will also show you, it'll also remove any dirt that's been left behind and give you an indication of just how clean you've got it. On that. The cleaner the spirit at the end of this process, the cleaner your chain is. You can always go back and repeat the white spirit steps if this comes up dirty. As you can see, the white spirit is pretty clean. The methylated spirit even is pretty clean. It's not. There's a little bit of cloudiness to it, but that's mainly just the residue from the remaining white spirit in the chain. Give it a good swirl round. Don't need to soak it for any great length of time, just work it through the links by shaking it. And there we have one clean chain, completely stripped to bare metal and ready to re-lubricate. Hang it to dry. Everything with this will just evaporate from the chain. There is a minimal amount of contamination in there, but that can be reused on the next clean. Pop the lid back on that. White spirit. As long as you use a magnet to trap the iron filings, that can be poured back into a bottle. See the iron filings just coming up. It's also good for brushing over things like your cassette, chain rings and that sort of thing. There's very little wastage with this process as well, because the cleaning detergents can be reused. I mean, it's not crystal clear, but it's clean enough to reuse on a dirty chain for the first clean. And that's all the let's take that into a different light so you can see it better. That's all the metal filings that have been left behind in the chain, wearing away the links, and that's from the second clean. So what I've done is, using the magnet to capture all the iron filings, I've as you can see, I've just poured that from one pot to another, having captured all the iron filings. And this pot can be reused for a first dirty clean. You can use it with a brush for brushing onto your cassette and your derailleur, jockey wheels, things like that. It's dirty, but there's no harmful contaminants in it. Chuck a chain in it for the first clean. It is perfectly usable. It is just dirty white spirit. What you may find is, once it's been left for a few days, that most of the dirt will settle to the bottom. What you can do then is use a big syringe to draw off the clean stuff onto the top, so that you've got a cleaner fluid to use. But perfectly usable as it is. See, all nice, clean, bare metal all the way along. There's no oil or contaminants in there. Everything's been removed. All the harmful metal particles. You can see the rollers, all nice and clean, free of any old oil, grease. That's all ready to go back on the bike and be re-lubed. there we go. A cheap, easy chain clean that probably turns out better than dedicated degreasers that you can buy from the bike shop. That'll cost you a £5. That'll cost you about £2.50, £3, and I can reuse everything that I've used today. So you can't do that with bike degreaser. Once you spray it on, that's it. There's no capturing it and reusing it. This stuff, that's the methylated spirit, it's still clean. That can be reused. Use a magnet to trap the iron filings. They're the harmful part of what you'll capture from the chain. And again, everything I've used today can be reused, so there's very little waste and it's very cost effective, and you get a very clean chain, so bonuses all round. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I think of something else to do. Thanks for now, bye. Take care and stay safe.